talk about severe weather. The first one is thunderstorm. So what it is a thunderstorm? So a thunderstorm is a rain shower during which you hear thunder. Since thunder comes from lightning, all thunderstorms have lightning. Usually created by surface heating, convection is upward atmospheric motion that transports whatever it is in the air along with, especially any moisture available in the air. A thunderstorm is the result of convection. A thunderstorm is classified as severe when it contains one or more of the following: hail 1 inch or greater, wind gusting in excess of 50 knots, more than 57 miles per hour, or a tornado. Worldwide, there are an estimated 16 million thunderstorms each year, and at any given moment there are roughly 2,000 thunderstorms in progress. There are about 100,000 thunderstorms each year in the United States alone. About 10% of these reach severe levels. Thunderstorms are more likely in the spring and summer months and during the afternoon and evening hours, but they can occur year-round at all hours. Along the Gulf Coast and across the southeastern and western states, most thunderstorms occur during the afternoon. So thunderstorms frequently occur in the late afternoon at night in the plain states. Many hazardous weather events are associated with thunderstorms. Under right conditions, rainfall from thunderstorms causes flash flooding, killing more people each year than hurricanes, tornadoes, or lightning. Lightning is responsible for many fires around the world each year and causes fatality. Hail up the size of softball damages cars and windows and kills livestock caught out in the open. Strong and up to more 120 miles per hour straight-line winds associated with thunderstorms knock down trees, power lines, and mobile homes. Tornadoes with winds up of about 300 miles per hour can destroy all but the best built man-made structures. The great severe weather threat in the United States extends from Texas to southern Minnesota, but no place in the United States is completely safe from the threat of a severe weather. Lightning is the next one. So what it is a lightning? Lightning is a giant spark of electricity in the atmosphere between clouds, the air, or the ground. In the early stages of development, air acts as the insulator between the positive and negative charges in the clouds and between the cloud and the ground. When the opposite charge builds up enough, this insulation capacity of the air breaks down, and there is a rapid discharge of electricity that we know as a lightning. The flash of lightning temporarily equalizes the charged regions in the atmosphere until the opposite charge builds up again. So lightning can occur between opposite charges within the thunderstorm cloud, intra-cloud lightning, or between opposite charges in the cloud and the ground, cloud-to-ground lightning. So lightning is one of the oldest observed natural phenomena on Earth. It can be seen in volcanic eruptions, extremely intense forest fires, surface nuclear detonations, heavy snowstorms, in large hurricanes, and obvious thunderstorms. So, have you know why it causes thunder? The lightning causes thunder. Energy from a lightning channel hits the air to around 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit. This causes the air to rapidly expand, create a sound wave known as a thunder. The stepped leader causes the initial tearing sound, and the ground streams cause the sharp click or crack heard as a very close range, just before the main crash of thunder. The thunder can be heard up to 25 miles away from the lightning discharge. At this distance, thunder sounds like a low rumble because the higher frequency pitches are more easily absorbed by the surrounding environment, and the sound waves set off by the lightning discharge have different arrival times. So where does lightning strikes? Pretty much tall objects such as trees and skyscrapers are commonly struck by lightning. Mountains also make a good targets. The reason for this is their tops are closer to the base of the storm cloud. Remember, The atmosphere is a good electro-insulator. The less insulation the lightning has to burn through, the easier it is for it to strike. However, this does not always mean how object will be struck. It all depends on where the charge is accumulating. Lightning can strike the ground in an open field, even if the tree lines is close by. So what caused them? So the creation of lightning is a complicated process. We generally know what conditions need to produce lightning, but there is still debate about exactly how a cloud builds up electrical charges and how lightning forms. Precipitation and convection theories both attempt to explain the electrical structure of clouds. Precipitation theorists suppose that different sized raindrops, hail, and graupel get their positive or negative charge as they collide, with the heavier particles carry on negative charge to the lower part of the clouds. Convection theorists believe that updrafts transport positive charges found near to the ground upward through the cloud, while downdrafts carry negative charges downward. So pretty much we don't have much idea what's going on. Blizzards. By definition, a blizzard is an extended, severe snowstorm. In order to qualify as a blizzard, winds have to be at least 35 miles per hour and rage for a long period of time, at least 3 hours or more. The amount of snowfall has little to do with a storm qualifying as a snowstorm, but rather the intensity of the wind and length of time. There are two other classifications for blizzards. Severe blizzard, winds over 45 miles per hour, temperature at 10 degrees Fahrenheit or lower, near zero visibility. Ground blizzard, no falling snow. Snow from the ground is blown by strong winds. A nor'easter gets its name from the direction of the oncoming winds. This occurs on the Atlantic side of Canada and east coast of the United States. These storms can start as far south as the Gulf of Mexico or the North Atlantic Ocean. However, the most common usage of the name is in the coastal region of the Atlantic Canada and New England. These storms are similar to the hurricane. One of the deadliest blizzards in the United States, the Great Blizzard of 1888, was a nor'easter, killing 400 people after dumping 4 to 50 inches of snow. You probably heard the term Derechos before and perhaps wonder what it was and how they form and what type of damage they can cause. A derecho by definition is a widespread, long-lived and violent convectionally induced straight-line windstorm. It is a type of mesoscale convective system, MCSs, and is associated with a fast moving band of severe thunderstorms that usually takes the shape of a bow echo. To be classified as derecho, the MCS must have a swath of damaged wind greater than 58 miles per hour for at least a path of 240 miles, with sporadic gusts of 75 miles per hour or higher also observed. So derechos form when their above atmospheric parameters come together to initialize multiple thunderstorm formation. One of the main ingredients is strong unidirectional winds through the lower atmosphere. These strong winds help to develop an intense gust front ahead of the pool of rain-cooled air. As the pool of rain-cooled air continues to expand, it allows the gust front to maintain its strength. The cold pool in the air then elongates and the rear inflow jets develops. This causes the updraft to tilt toward the rear of the storm, permitting the storm to expand and conserve its strength over a longer distance. As a new storm cells continue to form along the leading gust front, the process repeats itself, and the entire mesoscale convective system can tract unimpeded for hundreds of miles, causing extensive damage. Derechos usually exhibit a straight-line wind damage, which simply means that the damage winds are generally occur in the same directions. That means without rotation. That's the difference from scientists can differentiate from a tornado or a derechos if they don't have any other information. Although winds do not rotate during derechos, such as in tornadoes, and do not reach the incredible intensity that some violent tornadoes do, they still can cause extensive damage. Derechos must be respected, as many people have been injured or even killed as the direct results of their damage. Derecho damage is usually easily distinguishable from tornadic damage, as most tree and other debris will fall in the same direction when they succumb to the powerful wind speed. This is opposite of what occurs in a tornado, when debris is typically twisted, shred, and spread in all directions.